For one very simple reason. It has been a great few days for the Republican Party. President Trump is giving them just what they always hoped for. This was Trump today signing a series of executive orders designed to revive efforts to build the Dakota Access and Keystone XL oil pipelines, a big priority for the Republican Party that receives millions in donations each year from the oil and gas industry, but have never been able to get it done on their own.
The regulatory process in this country has become a tangled up mess and very unfair to people. That's a big one.
It's a big one right there. Just the latest example of Trump doing exactly what you would expect from a Republican president. Yesterday, surrounded entirely by men, President Trump signed an executive order reinstating a rule barring foreign aid or federal funding for any international programs that provide abortions or, crucially, any information about the procedure. President Trump has also signed executive orders to ease the, quote, regulatory burdens of Obamacare, to freeze hiring for federal workers, to begin the U.S. withdrawal from the Trans-Pacific Partnership trade deal. With the exception of that last one, TPP, all of this very likely would have happened under President Rubio or President Cruz. So far, at least, Trump has been exactly the sort of president that Republican activist Grover Norquist
Listen closely.
During a speech to conservatives 4 years ago, when he said he just wanted a president who could hold a pen.
We just need a president to sign this stuff. We don't need someone to think it up or design it. We have a House and a Senate. The leadership now for the modern conservative movement for the next 20 years will be coming out of the House and the Senate. So focus on electing the most conservative Republican who can win in each House seat and the most conservative Republican who can win in each Senate seat, and then pick a Republican with enough working digits to handle a pen to become president of the United States.
President Trump will be signing more than just executive orders, of course, and House Speaker Paul Ryan has long sought to cut social insurance programs that are widely and wildly popular among Americans, including the Republican base. During the campaign, Trump said that he would protect those programs, unlike other Republicans.
I'm not going to cut Social Security like every other Republican, and I'm not going to cut Medicare or Medicaid. Every other Republican's going to cut. And even if they wouldn't, they don't know what to do because they don't know where the money is. I do.
Now that Trump is president, Republicans seem to think he'll come around. At the Senate confirmation hearing today for Representative Mick Mulvaney, that President Trump's pick to be the director of the Office of Management and Budget, Senator Lindsey Graham asked Mulvaney to get President Trump to change his mind, and Mulvaney made it clear he is very amenable.
Will you tell him that the promise you made about Medicare and Social Security is going to lead to their demise if you don't change that promise?
Yes, sir.
We should note that's not quite true factually in terms of the actuarial projections. Later, Senator Bob Corker said President Trump's position on those programs is, quote, totally unrealistic, and asked if Trump understands that.
I have to imagine that the president knew what he was getting when he asked me to fill this role, so I look forward.
So you think he understands that we have to deal with all of these issues?
I'd like to think it's why he hired me.
Trump ran as a candidate who would shake up the Republican Party, bend it to his will, but so far, and clearly it is very early, we've seen the reverse, with Trump channeling the priorities, vision, even the granular policy obsessions at the core of the contemporary GOP. The president might seem different, but so far the old Republican Party remains very much intact. Joining me now, Democratic Representative Keith Ellison of Minnesota, co-chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus, candidate for chair of the Democratic National Committee. Do you agree, Congressman, that you could have expected everything we've seen these first few days, with the exception of TPP, from anyone that won that nomination, were they to be elected president for the Republican Party?
Yes, I do. And as a matter of fact, they got more in store, Chris. They got plans, but we're going to fight them every step of the way. But we're also going to remind the American people, particularly the ones who voted for him, that he's the one who said he would not do this. He's going to break a promise, and we're going to expose him as a liar.
When you say break a promise, are you speaking